Janet, thank you very much. Colorado Springs Police Chief Adrian Vasquez joins us now. Good morning to you, Chief. Thank you for taking the time. I know it's very hectic for you.
Good morning, Gayle. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so sorry this has happened to your community, or any community for that matter. But what can you tell us about the status of the wounded victims at this time?
Well, when I left last night, we still had a lot of work being done at the hospitals. So far, the wounded victims, it does not appear that any of them are critical or life-threatening, I should say. So that was good news, and I'll wait for further updates later today.
I know this investigation is very early, very new, still in flux. Are you prepared to call it a hate crime at this time?
Not at this time. Of course, we're absolutely looking into those facets of the investigation. Our detectives will be combing through as much information as they can obtain and determine whether it was indeed a hate crime or not.
Now, you know, we keep hearing now in these mass shooting scenarios, the rule is run, hide, fight. It does seem that some of the patrons in this club did exactly that they fought back. What can you tell us about the circumstances of how the gunman was brought down?
Yes, so absolutely two at least people with inside Club Q did exactly that, and we really have to pay them great tribute for that. And what we know is that the gunman, as he entered the club, immediately opened fire and started walking through the club doing so. At least two patrons engaged with the suspect and were able to actually take him to the ground and subdue him until officers got there and were able to take him into their custody.
And what can you tell us, Chief, about the suspect? I saw a video this morning of a police encounter with the suspect at his home. We're hearing reports that he might have threatened his mother at some point. What can you tell us about him?
Yes, so we're looking into all of any history that the suspect may have. Right now, I haven't been briefed. It'll be probably later this morning that I'll get any briefings on previous cases, but I have not been briefed on those at this point.
And I'm curious about you, Chief. This is your community. One day, really only the people in your community know your name. Now this has become a national story, and the nation is really hanging on to your every word to give us updates. I'm wondering how you're holding up and how you're feeling about this personally.
Well, thank you. I am holding up very well. I've got a great support system, both at home and on the department. And you know, I'm just really saddened by this. This is tragic, and it just feels like an evil person has come in and done something horrific in this community. And that's not what we stand for. This police department is part of the community. I've been a Colorado native my entire life and have lived in Colorado Springs for 27 years. And I'm just terribly saddened. And you know, Club Q is a safe haven for this particular population, and I feel like I need to reach out and make sure that they understand the police department stands behind them through this event.
Yeah, I think you're raising a really good point. I've seen interviews with some of the people that were inside the club that night. God knows how traumatized they must be, and they said this was our sanctuary, this was our safe place, this is a known club in the community. What is your message to them today? How can they feel safe?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I went to an event last night at Temple Beit Torah, and it was all about, one, caring for the emotions and for these the individuals that were either in the club or a part of the LGBTQ community. And my message to them is that they are part of this community just like I am. Our police department is here for them. We stand behind them. We're here to provide them the safety and security of every single citizen in this city. And it's just a beautiful city to live in. I want them to enjoy it and to feel safe in our community.
And you use the word evil to describe the actions in this particular suspect who's in custody. I think many people would agree with you. What happens to him now? I know he's in custody. What happens now?
So as of last night, he was still in the hospital. At some point, he'll be released from the hospital and taken to the Criminal Justice Center. I've been in close contact with DA Michael Allen and his staff for charging. As soon as possible, the individual will be charged, and then the next steps or phases will be the DA's office for prosecution. Of course, our detectives are continuing the investigation. That'll take quite some time to process the scene, do all the interviews and so forth. So a lot of work yet to be done.
All right, Chief Vasquez, we thank you for your time, sending you all good thoughts today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.